Hey everybody, MCB here, and as you can tell, I am going to be doing the Quarries, as they're called, in a Rogue Galaxy. So I start up a new file, because the first boss you hunt in the game is in fact one of the monsters you're supposed to do for the Quarries. So I'm gonna be taking him on here real soon. I kind of started a bit at here because I don't remember exactly when the actual alchemist monster salamander fight starts. I forget what the monster's name is called. So we're kind of a bit of ways back, maybe. I don't think too far back, if I remember correctly. So this will statue dogs. Just to let you know, if you're going to try to do the whole complete the hunters ranking and defeating all the monsters in particular areas, you're gonna want to try to get the statue dogs more at this point than later on in the game, because they become much harder to come across despite being really weak enemies later on, obviously, since they're so early on. Oh yeah, I started a little bit too far back. That is my bad. But we're gonna do these since I stop that. Since I kind of fucked up the... Well, I didn't intentionally fuck up the Final Fantasy XII hunts. It was because of the footage that I had captured for some of the video hunts that turned out really wonky, and it was not good at all. So I've actually fixed the whole video capturing problem now with how I have this set up now. What the hell? Okay, cactus monster. So it shouldn't be an issue for these particular hunts, but yeah, I know, fuck. Okay. But going back to the, let me see, do I still need to heal that or anything? Sure, why not? Do I need more of those? But, this one should be pretty good. But, as for the Final Fantasy 12 hunts, I don't know if I'll be going back to Final Fantasy 12 sometime. It's just, gotten so far and all that kind of stuff, that's real pain to think about going back to do that. Ooh, treasure chest. Let's go. Fuck. So many more monsters. Oh well, at least it's getting Jaster up, and he's pretty much the one we're going to be using in the boss fight here, like solo-wise. I mean, I don't remember there being much help from Simon and Steve here. So he'll just pretty much be Jaster. And as you can tell, just going from level 1 to 5, there's some 6 even. There's a bit of a jump in terms of how much experience points is required afterwards. Okay, so here's a cutscene. I don't know if I should let the dialogue do its own thing, because I actually have the TV muted. I can't actually... Excuse me, sorry. Can't actually hear anything. But, you know, good voice acting right now. Getting ready for the first hunt, as they think that Jaster is Mr. Claw. As in Desert Claw. Who is a pretty cool character, in a way. Alright, good. Now we're starting to get into the fight with the monster itself. Here it is. I really like this as a first boss. It's a really good boss. It's not too difficult. Okay, it's just the Mark VIII Salamander. I wonder if that's supposed to be a reference to Dragon Quest VIII, since level 5 had helped work on Dragon Quest VIII. I'm not quite sure. There are some references to other games level 5 had worked on, such as there's a weapon called the Dark Cloud, because they had worked on the Dark Cloud games. Alright, the first thing you want to do is you want to get rid of the things on his feet. Do that, and there we go. Yep. But like I said, I think this is a pretty good introduction to the boss fights to this game, because this is a really unique boss fight in a way. Because not all the other boss fights have as much involvement with other secondary weapons as this one does, because this one does require some secondary weapon use. And it's a really good first impression to me, because like, look how big this thing is. It's quite huge. It's really, I don't know, I think it's a good way to create an intimidating yet not too challenging, because boss fights much later on in this game become ridiculously tough. Like, almost to the degree of being cheap. Especially the fucking Toad in the jungle area with his electricity and the water thing. That's a good way to be a pain in the ass. Yes, thank you for pointing that one out, Simon. I gotcha, Steve. Alright. So, is this now where we get the, yes, I know. This should be where we get the weapon that creates platforms. It's not used as often as I'd like. It'd be kind of cool if it was used more often. I can only think of like the final boss, this boss. I think maybe one other boss where it appears. You know, actually, now that I think about it, I think it's a weapon that you can use against other monsters. Because earlier I had to fight these golem creatures that you can only do damage to them by hitting them in the head. I wonder if I can actually shoot that weapon at those monsters to actually stop constantly having to jump up at them, which is really annoying, pain in the ass. Which is why I hate the golem monsters. There's like these minotaur-like monsters and the volcano monsters, and I'm pretty damn sure a few of those monsters are going to be Quarries throughout this game, so that ought to be fun. Alright, thankfully though, these platforms are kind of, there's a bit of like a homing aspect to this. Hold on a minute, I have Flash Sword, so I'm going to use that, because I think that helps increase, damage output. Yeah, I know. Okay, get up. Alright, nope, okay, so we need to go to change equipment, sub-weapon, there we go. Ah crap, I hit the wrong button, Okay, sorry about that. Ah, crap. Okay, jump. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, this is a bit... Okay, come on. Thankfully, Flash Sword's ability you can get real easily since there's a treasure chest that pretty much gives it to you. Ah, fuck. Alright, I better heal that real quick. Thank you. Thank you, percentage healing items. There needs to be more of those in more RPGs, actually. I prefer them. Because items that only heal a specific amount can be really, useless later on, but this helps kind of balance that. And it's nice that the healing potions stay maintain it at a certain price. But you get better healing items, obviously. Ones that do, like, much more health, like heal fully up with your characters. Or even ones that, will heal all your party members at once. So, yeah, there's some nice item balancing, and you're gonna have to rely the fuck on these items, especially, like I said early on, with some of these boss fights that are rather ridiculously tough. And AI can be kind of stupid, as you saw with Simon and Steve not doing a good job at protecting themselves. Boy, there's a lot more dialogue in this than I remember when it came to fighting this monster. This is not going to be a file that I'm going to continue, by the way. I only did this for this particular monster. I already have a second file that had to do because I already hunted one of the monsters on my main file. So I started up a second file so that way I can hunt that monster for this series. And thankfully I've gotten to that point. So I'll be moving on to that one next. Alright. I should be, yep, they still think he's Desert Claw. They'll think he's Desert Claw for only a little bit, actually. It's not, they don't maintain that whole, illusion for very long with these particular characters. Okay, so we're aiming for its head. Alright. Dodge that. Okay. It's got a pretty good response in terms of action RPGs. Fuck. When, it comes to dodging and all kind of stuff. I'm more of a... Because in Monster Hunter, I don't particularly... I use the either longsword or insect glaive, so I don't really use weapons that rely a whole lot on blocking. I end up becoming much more of a dodge rolling kind of guy. I did actually try out some Bayonetta, and I actually really like Bayonetta's dodge. Fuck. Okay, I better use a healing item real quick on that. Despite doing it as I said that. Yeah, it's not a hard boss at all. Yep, you're gonna do that. Okay. Ah, shit. Attack. I could use, one of the... I think it's, fire extinguisher items to relinquish that. I could use also my Flash Sword ability, but no need. Is that it? I believe that's it. Yeah, see, not a difficult boss at all. Pretty easy monster to take care of. Yeah, and like I said, I think it's a pretty good first impression of the hunt, so nothing too challenging there. I didn't need to check out the strategy guide for anything too much on that, because there are some monsters that have some interesting strategies, and you're going to need certain items to summon certain monsters, so that becomes a bit of an issue in of itself. I might end up actually having to do those completely out of order because of what items I may or may not have available to me at the time for doing those. So yeah, and some items, there are some really items that have really high rare drops, so they're gonna be a bit more pain in the ass to go try to find. But thankfully, I have the strategy guide to help me out there, and I have already completed all the characters' revelations on my main file, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue, and you'll see me using a lot more abilities and specific characters for specific monsters in those. So that's it for this. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and skip that. And yeah, there we go. End of that. I'll see you guys some other time. Bye.